Hello everybody, what's up? Dennis Allen. Mini Winnie is getting some upgrades today. Ricky's doing some whining. And Eddie Murphy's just chilling on the deck over there. Today, what are we doing today, Ricky? We are gonna install these solar panels. Well, solar panel. And in the other video, I put this Seaview to run the wires through there. And today's project is installing this Renogy superior off-grid solution. Oh, I thought it would. Where's the model number? I don't know. It's a 20 amp charge controller that it's going to take the wires, the power from the 12 volt, let me zoom out, solar panel, and it will also take the power from the alternator in here. And then from here, it's going to go into the lithium battery. And what this does, it allows you to get solar power, and while the car is running, since I travel a lot, the car is on a lot. So even in the rain or in a cloudy day, I will still have very good power, very nice. You like my little shelf? This is for the dogs to sleep on. I am putting this up front here. The bateria will go in the back. I already ran wires through here, tucked them in there. Oh, you can see them right here. I didn't tuck them in too greatly. And so the battery is going to go there. 200 watt. 200 hour watt battery. That's what you're calling it. That's what the dogs sleep on. This pillow goes on there. Keep the window out there, even though they don't jump out. But if I jerk the wheel, I don't want the dogs to fall out. So this is going there. Yeah, that's our project for today. Should be a good one. It's going to probably be the best video I ever made. That's not true. Oh, real quick, the reason why I'm putting this up front and not sticking it in the rear is because the wires going from the battery to here, since it's a higher voltage, this reduces it. You would have to have a much fatter wire. I'm using whatever these come with the solar panel. I think they're 6 gauge, but that'll be good to go from the battery to here. And then the long distance will be okay on the same type of wire. At first I was going to put this in the back, but I would need a really thick wire to go to this. Step 1, flip the car to the side that I'm working on, facing the sun. There it is for anybody that doesn't believe me. Alright, much easier now. Step 2, I got to take all this out, and I got to clean that jibber jabber up. Sweet baby Jesus, look at all that. How does that even happen? I think this is all sand. I'm living in the desert. This ain't the desert, I'm heading to the desert. El Paso. Waco tanks. Not Waco with a W. Man, I should just take this battery out and clean it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Battery's nice and washed. All the tray components, maybe I'll wash that too. Maybe wash the dog. No. One thing you don't want to do, which I did when you're washing the battery, any of the corrosive stuff that's going to splash, like on a dog or on your clothes, will put a hole in it. So be careful of that. Battery acid is a hell of a drug. Oh man, now this video is going to get flagged because I mentioned the D word. I was only joking. Yeah, don't mess around with this stuff. It'll put holes in your clothes. Alright, I'm going to have to scrub these too. Oops, don't put water in the filter. Oh, don't get the tools. I'm a messy guy. This is my toolbox from when I was an auto mechanic. Not an auto mechanic, a junkyard dog. This thing. Actually, the tools too. I've had this since I was like 17, 18 years old. Woo, a long time. Me love you long time. Wash the engine off, a lot of poop in there. The mice like to go in there and poop. I took the cover off. They usually have a cover that says Honda. I took it off. It increases horsepower by 20%. That's not true. I guess I was just lazy. Alright, it's looking good. It's look like a new car in 2 minutes. Alright, so I got my wrench. I guess this is turning into an automotive detailing video now. Nah. Oh, where's the other thing? Oh, it's there. Alright, no more jibber jabber. Let me get back to work. Oh, yeah. Look, that poop is just baked in there. Gross. One of the terminals were very flimsy, so I took it off. I'm just going to put a new one on. This is for... I don't even know what that wire's for. Oh, you know what it's for? I remember. The backup camera. Next step, this is going to be the fuse for the solar system. See, these are the wires I ran through. I think I filmed the video. Yeah, I did. I don't know. Of me doing this. So, one's going to go in here. One's going to either go to the battery or the ground. I got to read the instructions. I probably right to the battery. Not that way, but that way. Red is usually positive, black is usually negative. Sometimes it's not. So always test. I'm not going to do that. My many years as auto mechanic are finally paying off. I guess it paid off when I got a paycheck every week. Santos Service Center, 560 North Avenue, Union, New Jersey. Family owned and operated for over, wow, probably 50 years. I don't remember. My, yeah, really good friends with them. We're going to put this. We'll figure it out. So here's a little tip. If you don't have an Allen key, and since I am Dennis Allen, you could use a Torx tip. They fit pretty much perfectly in there. So if you don't have an Allen key and you have Torx tip, you can't do vice versa though. That'll work. DennisAllenKey.com. I already messed up. I forgot to put that on. Caca. Easy fix. Just one screw, bolt, nut. Tightening the battery. Nice and tight. The old snap-on tools. This one have... I think this one was replaced. I used to write on them, only the master. This one, I believe, has it. Nope. Must have replaced that too. I know one of them, I think this one, that the Santos is, since I'm still friends with them, they found it when they were closing, well, one, oh man, look, this isn't in there. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. This has to go in there. But when they were shutting down, well, he was selling it from Eddie to Paul, his cousin, and he found this in, I don't know where, but, and it was mine from many, many years ago. Since I'm in here, and Super Clean is nice enough to send me these things, just so I could put them on a video every now and then, why not do it? This is the engine degreaser. This is not sponsored, they just send me stuff and ask me to post me using it. So this is something I'd buy anyway, so it's a degreaser and I got a lot of grease. So I'm just gonna let that sit there, ferment in there for a while, and it'll look like a new car, a newer car, because it's not new. Do I want to do that? No. Alright, I don't want to get out of control. Ricky! Okay. Next step, I have to put this in line to the solar panel. Luckily, I put zip ties and everything down, so it's gonna be a pain in the butt now. But I'll do it. And something I also want to make is like a little air spoiler, because when I go down the road, I could hear this. I couldn't hear this. I couldn't hear the tar, but I hear this. So I want to make some kind of spoiler. It's probably getting the wind caught in there somewhere in the sector hectare, but who knows. That's another project, folks. Stay tuned for more on the Dennis Allen Show. Oh, I got a little prop thing here. All right, what I'm doing is just taking it out, and then this goes right in line like that. Very simple. And there's a fuse in there in case you get struck by lightning or something, or a short. You don't burn out everything. It's a good $10 investment, or $7. I think I don't know how much you are. If I was a good YouTuber, I would be putting links below so I can make extra spending money. Whoa, that's a big thing now. But I don't do that stuff. But I'll say it. You can buy it. Alright, some more zip ties and that's done. Now I need a battery. I have this is a Dennis Allen portable power station. I think I had made a video of this. Got an inverter. That's a Renogy. That's the inverter. That's a charge controller. That's a lithium. I hope this is lithium. Ion battery. I'm going to use this one. Yeah, I can take this off right now. You want to make sure the battery's hooked up last. You don't want the solar going into the controller without a bateria. So I'm going to take this battery, put it in a trailer. I'm going to be here just a couple more days. Hopefully that's the plan. We got ice this morning, so that's a sign to go to Texas. I'm going to put this in the Airstream, and then I got a 200 water there, 200 amp hour. Is that what you call it? Amp hours. Look how light these things are. This thing is, I got this on sale. I think one of them be Black Friday specials. Alright, I'm gonna just keep filming. Whew. Alright, and I'm gonna take, see that big one? Oh, I should measure that, make sure it's gonna fit where I want it to go. Please, oh I did. Yeah, that'll fit. So that's a 200 hour one. I'm going to swap out. I have a 700 watt inverter. I may put this in the van too. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Man, I should really do this. I don't want to do it today. I'm leaving, but whatever. I'll put another one in here. Let me show you what I'm working with. That's the inverter. One thing I really liked about that, it has a remote power thing. This is the one that used to be in the Airstream, and what I did, I ripped out the plug, ran a extension so I could turn it on. It was up here, so I don't have to go into there. So I'm going to put this one back. These just clamp on. Battery's hooked up. That's working again. And I also am going to take the refrigerator, which is hooked up directly to the DC, and oh my, I got a foot cramp. I'm gonna put that in the van too. This one's gonna be better for Texas, because when I have food here, this thing's so big, there's nothing really in it. I don't even have to keep eggs in there, but I do. I have a smaller one in Texas that I'll bring here, because my meat I just get from a neighbor right down the road, and it's a lot quicker to get to the store. So I'm going to put this in the van too, with that and that. So I'm taking the system out of here. In essence, these are just those Jackery boxes or whatever those portable things are, but just a lot cheaper and probably better quality than what you're going to get in the kit. The kits are nice because I would have just had to unplug it and then plug it in somewhere. But these are cheaper and, in my opinion, better. What I'm doing is putting down some 2x4s so this doesn't sit directly on the metal. Only being because it's not flat, it has a little curve and the edges will probably wear off, you know, bumping around all the time. Maybe I'll wrap it a little bit, keep it nice and tucked in there. Ta-da! There's the inverter on my little shelf. I decided, oh, that should be fine. I probably don't want to do that. I want this to have airflow, but I am keeping it up here. Remote. The remote is for when you have that little thing like I showed you, wherever it is. I could install that up there, but that's gonna live there out of the way, and I'm gonna have to, I don't want that hanging over there. I think yeah, I definitely have enough room to close the door. Door's not going to come to here. Run some plugs, and oh, I'll probably put a row of ports right there. All right, now I'm going to hook up the battery to that also, and then we're going to do the inverter. I did put the fuse in. The negative, I have to put a little loop on with the little crimping tool that you saw earlier. All right, the nut does not fit in that hole, so we could be a little ghetto hack. What I'll do is just snip it right there or somewhere. Horrible filming. Cut that, and then you could pry that open a little bit so it'll fit in there. That's what I'm gonna do. Probably not the right way to do it, but when you don't have anything else, it's the only way. Battery's hooked up. Let's see if this thing turns on. Looks good. It worked. All right, now part 17 and a half. Take my shoes off. Did you hear the wind blowing through there? I couldn't find out where it goes. All right, now we're gonna do this. Alternator. Thing that goes to the front of the car like that. And then this goes to the auxiliary battery. I'm going to double check. I don't want to hook this up wrong. I'm pretty sure, but better be safe than sloppy. Ow, ow. Alright, let's see. So I'm looking at this. I'm like, well, where do the solar panels go into? And they don't. I thought this would have taken, that sucks. DC to DC battery charger. Man, that really is a caca move on me. Ricky, you should really read instructions on things before you buy them. Make sure they're the right stuff. Kakaracas. So that's useless. I already have, you know, a DC to DC charger like this. And it's smaller. And it's probably in Texas. So I still need, oh man. Alright. Let me see if they make one that does both. It's gonna press, oh yeah. Wah, 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 wah. Okay, now I kind of remember why it doesn't have it. Because I already had this, and I looked them up. The ones that include, you know, that and this are a lot more money. So it would have just been a waste of money. So I'm still going to hook this up. It's going to go from car battery charging to this, from this to the battery. And then the solar goes from that to the charge controller to the battery. And then that should be it. Yikes. Ripping everything apart again. This makes it harder because this is attached to the sill plate. I think that's what it's called. But Alright, run these through here. Maybe I'll do some professional zip ties to hold these in place. That's got to come out. Get rid of the dog fur. Alright, I'm really getting into my work now. Oh shoot, I need another hand. So, I'm looking for a girlfriend. And maybe if she wants to video, that'd be very helpful. And be my life partner. But I'm going to put this there, next to that. And then the battery's right there. So all I got to do is screw that in. Easy. Ta-da! That's done. Alright, so these go to the battery. I'll just leave these like this. It's a little extra, but that's alright. And then the solar is going to go in here. So I have two different ways of charging this. Yeah, that's going to be good. Whew. And it's working. Working. Got that going to there, and that over there, and this over here. Going all different crazy stuff. Now, last thing I have to... Oh, a couple of things. I got to install this. This is the button that I'll install somewhere in there. So I can turn it on and off for the inverter. I'm going to probably get the app so I could see the monitor, so I can monitor the charging. Alright, now this thing, this should be easy. Hee hee! Boy, oh boy. So, I don't have any more of these. I was going to try to ghetto rig it like that, but not doing that. I'm just going to put these and then one of those in there. Because that's too ghetto for me. Even for me. This is taking all day. I even walked down to the quarry to see if I could find any more of these, and I couldn't. All the stuff I have, I think I must have brought them to Texas. Almost done though. I keep saying that. Eddie, are we done? Yes, we are. Alright, we are done. I put some tape over those just so nothing hits it. That seems like it's working. That's working. I got the remote control. Beep. Beep it means it's good. No error light. I put on the Bluetooth adapter. You see it? For the charge controller. And I think, I don't even know if this has a Bluetooth adapter. I don't think so. Maybe it does. If it does, I'm going to hook it up. I'll use the same one. They're both Renogy. Got everything put back together. Looking a lot better than what it was. And alright, let's start it and see if this thing blows up. It's been an all-day project. I even lost these little clips. The insert in the middle. I know I lost one time, so I kept it. And then the inserts I lost. So, but the battery's nicely clean. We got the fuse in there. Everything's up there nice and tight. Oh, I'm gonna have to reprogram my settings, my radio. All right, always carry mace, folks. I use pink. Let's see if it works. Why does that sound like something's in the... Anyway, that's another day's project. Let's start this thing. Whew. That works. Oh, I'm going to probably need the radio code. Which I don't have. Enter code, yep. There's a way to bypass it. I gotta look it up later. See if everything's working. No sparks. Nothing like that. Fuse it and pop. So that's pretty much it. Yeah. Harder than I thought. Probably not harder than I thought, but just everything goes kooky for me. There's always missing things, looking for stuff. I got Ricky stuck in the bushes now. Alright everybody, thank you for watching. Hope it wasn't too long, hope it wasn't too boring. Dennis Allen, City Boy Homesteader, out. I'm gonna go get some dog food. Some ground beef from the boys. And me too.